Hey again. Hey. Oh no, not another one. I was feeling impulsive. I had a thought on forgiveness, and I know, even though I've said things before to people who don't think they can be forgiven, which is a massive thing. In my opinion, if you don't think you can be forgiven, you've kind of got nothing to lose. So you might as well just carry on. And that's really the tipping point to me. And I think it's important. I just want to emphasise this point, and I do not mean to brag or anything. Anyway, so when I joined the army, I didn't join the army. It was the Army Reserves. I didn't give my full time and attention, my full life, to the army. I joined the Army Reserves because I wanted to make a difference and do something. I wanted to be a hero. I don't know how. Saving a kid dodging a bullet in a war zone or something. I don't know. I've watched too many movies. But yeah, I wanted to do something. And I thought joining the army is for me, it was pretty hardcore. And I wanted to do something like that, something I've never done before. So I did. So I joined the Army Reserves, and it was cool. And I learned in that the army's values and standards actually help reinforce the forgiveness. So here it is. In the army, I learned, I got told, I really hope I'm not wrong, there's a lot of people out there with a lot more experience than me in actual service, and rather than that, I just did training, and then it kind of all went wrong and I left. I had to go. It was afterwards I found out I had this borderline personality disorder. So that's probably, even in the army, they said, oh, you need to calm down. I was like, okay, yeah, well, yeah, okay, let's do it. Calm down, go. It didn't really work. But yeah, I think they noticed a little bit. They also noticed that I had problems learning certain things. Like I did my NCPs on my rifle. That was all right. But I noticed out of the small group that I was with training, they were younger than me. Yeah, I was like 39, and they were all like, I don't know, 20 something. And they were a lot quicker than me. And they actually helped me. I don't mind, because you're all a team, aren't you? So you don't mind. It's all good. Everyone's nice about it. And I help, I'd like to think I help them with other things. But yeah, I did need help, which is kind of annoying. I didn't think I'd need help with something like that. But you do, it is a massive crash course in training. But yeah, sorry, I've gone away again. The thing that I wanted to say was, I learned that I'm always afraid of being wrong, because there's so many more people out there know more than me. But yeah, the thing I believe I learned, there you go, was if you get punished for something, that you didn't know was wrong or hadn't been confirmed to you as this is something you do not do, then you cannot be reprimanded for it. And they even said, no matter what rank, probably to a certain degree, I don't know, I'm adding that, but I got told no matter what rank, they cannot punish you for something that you were ignorant to, that you didn't know was wrong, and you certainly didn't know that you're going to receive such a harsh punishment for it. That's unfair. And with the army's values and standards, that's something that doesn't happen, or shouldn't anyway. And obviously they try, I don't know. But yeah, it shouldn't happen. And I think, well, that's a lot like forgiveness, isn't it? Like, people obviously, they really struggle because they think, oh, I can't be forgiven. But you didn't know. You didn't know. You might have suspected it, but it was never confirmed. Like the army, you might have suspected, I don't know, what he was doing is wrong, but it was never confirmed to you. It was never told, right, if you do this, this is what's going to happen to you. And they say, if you have been punished for something that's like that, in that instance, for that, that shouldn't happen, and something needs to happen about it. However, if you have been trained and told not to do something and you do it, you will receive the full force of discipline. And I always thought, yeah, it's fair, isn't it? It keeps because you've got to be a team. For instance, I got another thing. I learned that if you're about to go on duty, on tour, and you've got something like toothache, you can't serve, you can't go, because you're the weakest link in the chain. And you know, you could get your Pomerade killed, couldn't you? But have it concentrating on your toothache, because it really does take up a lot of your men's fighting, doesn't it? To fight the pain and carry on with whatever you're doing. It's really bad, and the toothache, it's so bad. I mean, what else would make people want to rip their own teeth out with pliers? That's how bad it is. So yeah, toothache, little thing like that causes a massive chink in the armour. You get told everything you've trained for now you can't do. And you know, even down to cutting your nails, if you cut that, you have to cut them flat. If you cut the edge, the corner bits that people often bite, and that it stops your concentration, and you become the weakest link, because we're all a team. You know, we're all a team. We don't know it, but we are. We're all a team, and like any team, there's troublemakers. Hey, and there's other people. There's every sort of person. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's different. Everyone loves variety. That's why we don't choose the same clothes and the same tattoos. I shouldn't have got tattooed. And now I know what I know. I wouldn't have got tattooed, but I have, and it's, yeah, I think it's acceptable. Some things are acceptable and permitted for now. And if I knew, again, the forgiving the army thing, if I knew now, that's brilliant. I was talking about that. I didn't even plan that. If I knew now what I knew, if I knew now what I didn't know back then, I'm messing this up. It's too late. I wouldn't have got tattooed. If I'd known what I know now, I wouldn't have got tattooed. But I did, because at the time, I didn't realise that it was frowned upon. And later on, I was going to regret it. So that's why I'm not being punished for it. If I knew what I was doing, and I knew God would hate me getting tattooed, then I wouldn't have done it. And if I had done it, and he knows it's really bad, then I deserve the punishment, because I've rebelled, haven't I? I've rebelled. And that's all. That's it. Again, it's come down to intent. It really is all about intent. Do you intend to rebel, knowing the full knowledge, or do you accidentally rebel because you're not sure if what you're doing is right? You got an inkling it's maybe wrong, but other people say it's okay, and no one else seems to suffer from doing it, so I'll just do it then, I suppose. That's your sixth sense talking. No, there's something wrong, and then everyone's, no, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't listen to your sixth sense. Just ignore it and have fun temporarily, and then suffer later for what you've done. You've been out, you've got an STD, and now it itches, and you can't do out, and you can't tell anyone. Stuff like that. So, anyway, have a nice evening. See you later.